Hello, EverGreenCoin community. Welcome to the Greenie Report for December 2019. Today's date is January 13th, 2020. Hi, everyone. I'm Stephen Saxton. Happy New Year. Happy 4th anniversary to the EverGreenCoin blockchain. On Christmas Day, that anniversary rolled by. So we got 3 years of blockchain behind us, rolling into 2020. Okay. Jumping in, looking at price real quick like we always do. Things are looking very, very good on that front for the new year. 300 Satoshi we're getting up to. Price seems to be holding, not a lot of selling going on at those prices, so hopefully that incline can continue through the new year. And the newsletter that rolled out New Year's Day for the January 2020 roadmap. I'm sorry, newsletter. We'll get to the roadmap in 1 second here. But the newsletter, and this is a good synopsis, so let me just go over that real quick. It's a good synopsis of things that have happened in the past month or so. I'll put a link in that for the newsletter sign up in the video description. Please do subscribe, as the newsletters are going to become a preferred outlet. That's always going to come out on the 1st for the new month for you. Video updates, as you can tell, get a little bit behind sometimes. But with the video updates, at least you can hear it from me or another community member, and maybe get a little bit more information about things that are covered in the newsletter. Okay, so anyway, the newsletter, the 4 years of blockchain, I mentioned that. The roadmap, we did release the 2020 roadmap. I'll put a link in the description below. At this time, these are goals I know we can achieve here in 2020. This is a live document. We will revise it as goals become achievable. We will add them to this roadmap, just like we did with the 2019 roadmap. And I think we do have a good path here in 2020. So please review that. And again, it'll be linked in the description below. There was a minor source code revision, version 1.9.1, committed to our GitHub repo. That basically just has a new checkpoint. And it was to clean up some of the aftermath, if you will, from the release of version 1.9. We are not releasing version 1.9 wallets for Windows and Mac because there's no sufficient improvement. It's just a new checkpoint and updating some New Year stuff, basically. Okay, next, there is an Ubuntu jumpstart one-liner. So those who run Ubuntu, you can copy and paste this one line, this one command into your shell, and it will install all the dependencies for you, get the latest and greatest EverGreenCoin source code from the repo. Right now, that's version 1.9.1 at this time. Download it, compile it, and execute it. When it's going to ask you if you want to build a CLI, a command line interface, a daemon wallet, or a GUI, a core or the Qt wallet, the graphical wallet. If you're on a VPS or whatever, you're probably gonna want to do a daemon, of course. If you're on a virtual machine, maybe you might want to do a GUI wallet, but you'll be prompted for that. Based on that decision, it gets all those dependencies for you, gets the code, compiles it, and executes it for you. So just that one line is all you need to do. So I hope that makes it a lot easier for people to meet the dependencies. Hopefully we can make that available for other operating systems too. I tested it thoroughly on Ubuntu, I believe 18.4.03, but I believe it will work on other Debian-based operating systems too. We might make some minor revisions and have other ones for Red Hat and things like that. Excuse me. Okay, so next, the QR codes. We have a QR reader in the web wallets now. I have a demo of this up and running here for you. Now, obviously, I'm on a laptop. I'm not on a mobile device, so it won't act exactly the same. But if this was a mobile device, you could just click the QR code there. It's going to give you a message telling you to center the QR code in the frame of the picture, and then take the picture of the QR code, and then it populates that information, the address, for you. Also, we did add another enhancement recently of adding the authorized efforts. All the authorized efforts are in here. This is dynamically controlled too, so when we add a new authorized effort, it's going to instantly will be in this menu for people to donate directly to the authorized efforts. So sending should be a lot easier for people. You can either scan a QR code from your mobile device. If you want to donate, we've made that very easy for you. Sorry. Okay. Next on our newsletter, going over that real quick. Okay, proof of environment. Thank you, Joseph Horton. He submitted some pictures of his winter oasis there. So thank you, everyone who's participating in proof of environment. The proof of environment December reward pool was over $200. We did raise a lot of that on Facebook. As many of you might know, most of the submissions do come from me. So I actually, from those submissions, I actually was rewarded the bulk of that $200 worth of EverGreenCoin. However, I did take that, it came out to 6,200 EGC, 250 something, I believe. I did donate that to January. So January's pool is now already over 7,000 EGC. I didn't feel it was right for me to keep the bulk of that reward pool. If you remember in the past, when we started proof of environment, every month I was donating my reward to the next month. Past recent months, I haven't needed to do that because other people have been donating. But specifically with the December, I felt I had won such a majority of the coins that I had to just roll it right into January for everyone else to try to get a slice of that. So, of course, participate in proof of environment. Of course, I'll put some links in there in the video description for you. Donations back in December, we did donate to waterproject.org, greenpeace.org, and treesforcities.org. Those were small donations, $10 each, but they were doubled. And so we did clear out the authorized efforts address. Those coins got moved to the foundation. And there was only a few hundred coins to speak of. The donations were larger than the coins collected. But we wanted to close the year on a good note and make some donations to some worthwhile causes that we try to support the best we can. So please donate to our authorized efforts so we can continue to do that and make greater and greater donations to those very honorable projects that we support. Okay, and next on my list is Evergreen Funds. You guys probably haven't heard a whole heck of a lot about Evergreen Funds. What it is we're going to take a set amount of EverGreenCoin, stake them, and that amount, for example, 10,000 EGC, will always stay there. The network rewards, the 7% annual network rewards it earns, will be diverted to the authorized effort's current address, the address that we periodically clean out when we make donations. So that those evergreen funds will always be feeding that 7% annual to the authorized efforts. At this time, we think we're probably only going to be doing this for our largest authorized efforts, corporate authorized efforts. However, down the road, of course, we certainly can expand to support all the authorized efforts. And potentially in the future, it might be a service that EverGreenCoin provides of the EverGreenCoin funds. But look for more of that here in Q1 and Q2 of 2020. We're actively working on all of that. Okay, and well, yeah, one thing I forgot to mention here. I just recently added this the night before last. Voting for proof of environment. You can now vote for proof of environment scoring via the website. I'll put a link in the description for you so you can see this, but anyone can vote. You don't need to be logged in, so anyone can participate. And this is in tune with goals we're trying to achieve here in the first quarter of proof of environment enhancements. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for anyone to participate without having to log in, without having to surrender any information. Of course, trying to encourage people to participate in proof of environment. Okay, and the Every Drop Counts funds, with that fundraising effort for our third water well, we are still doing that, of course. We're still collecting money for that. Oh, sorry. So any of the items, and I will link this in the video description, but any of the items sold in here, any of the 100% of the proceeds that we get from the sale of any of these items is going to be going for our third water well, for funding for that. We're still trying to achieve that goal. We had hoped to get it done in 2019. We haven't, so we're rolling it into 2020 here. Okay, that's everything I have noted here. Please like, subscribe, and please sign up for the newsletters. And again, the link in the description. And I'll put an agenda of everything I've gone over in the description for you. And that's everything. Thank you so much for watching. Have a very, very happy new year, and take care.